Yes, propane guy showed up. It's been a couple weeks since I ordered. They said they lost a driver. I thought it was Brandon, and they ran out of propane. And it's been like a year, and now they're going to top us off with the summer discount price. How good is that? So, that made me nervous. Hello, this is Uncle Jim. Working on a load for the AR pistol, like the last video. Same load, see what happens. However, had to do some maintenance. Uncle Jim needed some underwear, so I was using the washing machine and couldn't close the door and broke apart. So here's the stupid part. I'll show you what it does, and hopefully I can fix this. So here's the part here. It's magnetic, has a spring. It goes on the door of the washer. So this tab broke off, and it's very delicate and small. So I take my favorite soldering iron tip, and I've done previous videos how to fix plastic wheelbarrows, anything, sleds, anything. So it was hard holding this on here. I melted it together and everything was fine. And then I had to play with it, see how flexible it was. And I heard a So now I'm gonna have to give it some more meat. So before it had a little groove here, had a little groove there for meat that I could use as material. And then I soldered it there and right on the outside there, and everything was fine until I started playing with it. So I think now I can either get some other material, let's see, like something from a 22 ammo thing or whatever, but I think I'm just going to, since the rest of this doesn't matter, I'm going to gather some material from over here and bring it over there and melt it from here and bring it over there, and all this has to do is stop. It's magnetic and it has to come to a stop. So it's either that or I got to pay $8, $8 to $10 for a little stupid piece. All right, see what happens. So this is what it looks like first attempt, and it worked until I wiggled it back and forth. It just has to go in once. I got the fan on in the loading room here. I don't know what it's made out of, but it stinks like hell. So I'm just bringing this over. Are we in camera? No. I'm just bringing this material over to give it some support. I think that's gonna work. It's ugly and it's hard because it's an innie with this tip, but we'll see what happens here. Okay, so this part is called a magnetic door plunger for a Kenmore Elite washing machine side loader, or same part as an LG. They both use the same parts. I looked them up. I know the part number. 850 is the cheapest I could find shipped, and I'm cheap, so I'm going to try and fix it now. Maybe I'll hear about it later. But anyway, so there's the, let me focus here. There's the good part on that side, and I tried to use that material in the middle, and that was fine until I started wiggling with it. So this time I gathered the plastic over this way and came up a little bit to make it stronger while it's still pointing outward. And it looks ugly, but it's nice and stiff. All this has to do is stay put when it plunges forward. And then I'll put this side in first and tab that side to get it in. All right, so what I found was whenever you're soldering plastic, unless it's cosmetic and you see it from the outside and care about it, don't play with it. If it's ugly, leave it. If it works, leave it. This is all on the inside. You won't see it. Because if you fuss with it, you screw it up, and then it's done. This also works really great on cars, like your windshield wiper fluid container mounts or anything like that that cracks from age and heat. You can just solder a line and you have a little scar there. Stuff like that. Anyway, let's put this in and I'll show you how stupid and useless this part is. All right, it's ugly, but no one's ever going to know if it works. Okay, so this is located at the bottom of your door to your washer, and I just want my underwear. All right, there's an open tab opening top and bottom, so I'll put it in that way. Okay, it went in without breaking the tabs, it plunges, and best of all, it doesn't pull out. So I guess the magnet is, in case it gets cockeyed, it sticks to the door right here and opens it up. Boy, I gotta clean that. Anyway, this would have saved me a ton of time. Right here next to the part, it says, after washing, it's recommended to leave the door open to circulate air into the drum using the magnetic door plunger. I had to research what that part was, and it was right there. So read your instructions. So it sticks right here. And man, I gotta clean this up. It's been a while. I better maintenance this too. It's a clean out for lint and stuff. You guys better maintenance your machines. I've been sloughing. It's been a few years. Alright, so all this stupid part does is if your door, say you have it open to let it air out so it doesn't get moldy on the gasket, it just does that, so it leaves it ajar unless you click it closed. And I've checked to make sure it doesn't pull off of there. And all that is on side loaders. The gasket here can get moldy. I got to clean this a little bit. And especially if you're in a humid climate, you probably get mold. When they first came out with side loaders, these would be notorious for just getting lots of mold in there. But now they impregnated the gaskets, but if you don't take care of it, it will. Now we have a septic tank, so we don't use bleach. But what you can do is vinegar and water spray bottle, okay, before you do a load. And you can also put it in where your bleach goes. I have a little spray bottle, vinegar and water, and that keeps the gasket clean. You can see that ours is clean other than the rest of the dirt and junk I haven't maintained. And there's no mold, and that's how you keep mold free if you're not using bleach, and it works great. We've had this washer several years, washer and dryer, Kenmore Elite. They are awesome. LG are good too, I guess, and other brands, but man, it does a ton of laundry. The dryer steams anything you want it to do, it does. And we've had them several years, so saved $8. Was it worth it? Well, it's done right now, I guess. Okay, here's a bonus safety warning. Remember earlier in the video we fixed the microwave for a few dollars with that stupid little plate? Well, here's something I found out. Microwaves are starting up on their own and causing fires. At any time or day or night, they can just turn on and start running and cooking something that's not in there, and it causes a fire, burns down the kitchen or the house, to the point where people are putting bowls of water in their microwaves or unplugging them each time they use it. The theory is it's from slamming the door. So for some reason, if you slam the door, it'll break a switch that's inside, and the microwave thinks it wants to turn on at any time of day. You never know when it's going to happen. So always close your door gentle-like. Tell your kids, tell your wife. And if you're sleeping and you hear the microwave, you might want to go check it out. So there's a safety tip of the day, and have a good day.